does Accelerated Reader work? All you do is log into the computer using the Accelerated Reader program and find the book and the quiz that you want to take and answer the questions. The more difficult the book is, the more questions you answer right, the more points you earn. But before we talk about taking AR quizzes, I'd like to talk with you about how to choose the right book for you. You don't want to choose a book that's too easy. If it's too easy, you might get bored with it and lose interest. You also don't want to choose a book that's too challenging. If you're confused and you don't know what words mean and you're not sure what's happening in the book, then you might also lose interest because you'll get frustrated. You want to choose a book that's just right, and there are a couple different ways to do that. First, let's talk about the 5-finger test. The 5-finger test is really easy. You find a book that you're interested in reading. This one's called The City of Ember. It's actually one of my favorites. When you pull open the book, you find a random page, and you read from top to bottom. And every time you come to a word that you don't know or don't understand, you put up 1 finger. And when you get to the bottom of the page, if you've only put up 1 or 2 fingers, then that means the book is probably just right for you. If you put up 3 fingers, maybe not sure. And if you put up 4 or 5 or even more fingers, then that means that the book might be too challenging, and maybe you should skip it for now and try it again later when you've built up some more reading skills. Another way that you can figure out if a book is just right for you is based on the Lexile level of the book. All of you have taken the iReady diagnostic, and when you take the iReady diagnostic, your teacher gets a report. Part of that report gives your teacher information about what Lexile level you are at. In addition to humans, like you, getting an AR Lexile level, books have Lexile levels too. For example, this book, The City of Ember, that I just pulled out, has a Lexile level of, where is it? Right there, 680. So if your Lexile level is around 680, then maybe this book would be good for you. The last way to decide if a book is right for you is based on the AR book level. You can use this chart along with your Lexile level to figure out what your AR book level is. Then, your teacher can help you fill out this slip so that you'll always know what your Lexile level is, along with your Lexile range and your AR book level. How do I know if there's an AR quiz for the book I've chosen? Go ahead into Student Shortcuts and double-click Accelerated Reader. When you log in, you'll click I'm a Student, and then you'll type your username. You'll choose Accelerated Reader. We're going to go ahead and search for the City of Ember. And I'm going to click Search. And now I see the City of Ember. It is an AR quiz because it comes up here. Now remember, there isn't an AR quiz for every single book in the world or every single book in our library. So if you want to take a quiz, you should make sure that there's an AR quiz for the book before you read it. The last thing that you might do to figure out if a book is right for you is to check the AR book level. In the Student Shortcuts, there's a link to AR Book Finder. And when you go to AR Book Finder, you can search for the book, just like I'm doing right now, same as before. And I find the title, The City of Ember. It's way down here. I get a little bit of information right here, but if I click the title, I get even more. And now I know that the book level of The City of Ember is 5.0. That means this book is best for 5th graders, but it might also be great for a 4th grader or a 6th grader. I also see that this AR point level is 9.0. Remember, the more challenging a book is and the longer a book is, the more points it's worth. So this book is worth 9.0 points. And what that means is if you get 100% on the AR quiz, then you'll also earn 9 points. What do the points get me? You earn prizes right away, starting with 1 AR point, but the more points you earn, the better the prizes become. After you've chosen a book, and you know that there's an AR quiz for you to take when you're done with the book, your next step is simple. Read. That was great. So after you've finished the book, the next question you have might be, when's the best time to take an AR quiz? Well, I've got a list of times for you, and here they are. Before school in the computer lab. The beginning of the day while everyone unpacks. The end of the day while everyone packs up. Or during silent reading or read to self time. But really, it's up to your teacher. Ask politely. You might be surprised. So once you've decided when you're going to take your AR test, now you need to know how to take an AR test. And it's really pretty easy. Check it out. Once again, we'll log into the AR system. Accelerated reader. And we search for The City of Ember, or whatever book you read, of course. When we find the book, we can take the quiz. When you first take the quiz, it will ask you some questions. How did you read the book? And be honest about whether you were read to, whether you read with someone, or if you read by yourself. For this book, we'll say we read by ourselves. You click Start Quiz, and it's just that simple. You answer the questions as best you can based on your memory and your understanding of the book. You'll get a score report at the end, and so will your teacher. A little bit of advice. Don't choose books based on how many points they're worth. You want to choose books based on what's interesting to you and what's the right level for you. The most important thing to consider when you're taking quizzes and earning points is, did you understand the book? Was the book at the right level for you so that you could understand everything and do your best to earn your highest score possible on the quiz? But in the meantime, really dig in. Make sure that you know your Lexile level, make sure you know your book level, and then try and find some books in the Media Center that are just right for you that you can take an AR quiz on. Enjoy and happy reading.